God saves those in need, not those in greed, all right? God saves those in need, not those in greed. Say, for instance, the Mexican football team. They've been busting ass for the past couple of days, all right? Knowing full well they're living hell. But somewhere deep inside, they feel heaven. They feel heaven. All right. They can feel heaven even though they're in hell. They know what hell feels like. But inside, they feel like they're in heaven. You know, you live through hell, but you know inside there's heaven. And then there's people who live like they're in heaven, you know. They're like, oh, heaven this, heaven that. But inside, it's just hell. It feels like hell inside. And you can see it in their eyes. It's like, you know, whatever. You can tell. Versus those that have suffered versus those that are spoiled rot. All right. People that are living through hell but feel like heaven inside versus those that look like heaven on the outside, but you can see hell inside of them. All right. So anyways, I had these friends. They were brujas and brujos, all right? And they told me about, they were into Santa Muerte, all right? I don't know if all Americans know who Santa Muerte is, but I'm going to explain. I'm not an expert. You're going on this journey with me, and I deep dive of who Santa Muerte is and the controversy that surrounds Santa Muerte. All right. All right. So here we go. I'm going to start off with my previous video when I started talking about Santa Muerte, and I was filming something, all right? A natural phenomenon in Salina. All right. I don't know if you've seen this. You can only tell so many. All right. Once you start running out of space. Now this is from this video right here. Right? You see that right up there? Right there? That's up in the sky. Oh, well, but I probably ain't getting half the whatever the fuck I should be getting. Dirty deeds done dirty. Why not when I can have Victoria? Allora, Palacio, Mesa. Meteora. Tanda. That's why they come over with documents like and paper and pencil. Don't worry, I'll get out. what you do better. Believe me, you don't want to touch some of my stuff if I leave it. Even if I leave it, you probably don't come back. Oh, there used to be a dude. Apparently nobody wants to live in that place. Imagine that. It's something not normal. Finally spread all through the area. And riders like a bunch of flies. Biggest bank crashing Salina history. I guess migrant immigrants knew how to do what was necessary to change that. They seem to be familiar with centered the market. And they seem to know her quite well. Santa the market. Quite well. And the only people that would be able to change that ain't no super gringo. Only migrants. Immigrants. Only centered the market. I wouldn't change that for a contract, you know. I wouldn't bargain them that they can handle that. Some people don't know what contracts are writing, especially if it's one centered the market, you know. On their day. Like I said, I like playing with the boys. What's your game? Ain't that beautiful? We'll just watch that for a while. So my arm gets fucking tired. But I'll see us some fucking morning. You bring your children. Don't worry, I've already called her a long time ago. That's why you're in the position you were in now. But she brought her kids up. So she got tired of the bathroom. And her kids. And to call her a couple. First she came, and she's like, you want to meet me? And I was like, I'm scared. I'm scared. So her and my aunt walked away together. And then she came back. I was like, sure, I don't think I can fly as fast as you. I'll try to go as fast. She flies fast and quick. I don't think any suit company could handle it. Especially one that thinks he's really some kind of fucking conservative hero. A whole nother level. Like I said, I've already called her children. These kids. For me, it's never know. But yeah, it just might be enough to say, but some people guys, say she wants to mean to, so mean to, I guess. Even if it's a bit scary, you're still reeling from the experience. You know, the Sandra de Marquez, Sukakring. I'd be scared, especially as a children. When a children knows you've got billions, billions, and hasta billions, billions. Two. Children. Una billion state, Victoria Heights, or Victoria Luz Palacio. Like you said, huh? Jesus Christos. Marta. Santa Maria. Enfant. Victoria Luz. Billion Esta. Of what I do. No more dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Yep. No more dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Gracias. Gracias. Okay, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't. I'm just trying to be as nice as possible, but this was streamed live July 30th. A witch hunt chronicles live about uh, yesterday. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. hang out for it anyways. But we need to do a deep dive into Santa Muerte because I need to educate myself more on this important divine figure, a saint, I guess. Um, let's just look at this part first. Nuestra Señora de la Santa Muerte, often shortened to Santa Muerte, is a new religious movement, female deity, folk Catholic saint, folk saint in Mexican folk Catholicism, and neo-paganism, a personification of death. She is associated with healing, protection, and safe delivery to the afterlife by her devotees. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's look into these real quick. What are the beliefs associated with Santa Muerte? Santa Muerte, Holy Death, is a rapidly growing Mexican folk saint representing death, protection, and miraculous healing, often revered by marginalized groups who feel excluded from traditional institutions. Devotees believe she is an inclusive, non-judgmental figure who can help with love, money, justice, protection from violence, often petitioning her through color-coded candles and altar offerings. Wow, she sounds really cool to me the more I read that. Protection and justice. Let's go there. Key beliefs, protection and justice, known as la flaquita, the skinny one, or la niña blanca, the white girl. She is seen as a protector for those in dangerous nightly professions and sources of supernatural justice. Who chills again? Amoral, non-judgmental helper. Unlike traditional saints, followers believe she grants favors regardless of requests, morality, making her popular among diverse, often marginalized populations. So yeah, people who have suffered a lot. She's there for us. People who have suffered a lot, who are living hell, but feeling heaven at the same time. Yeah. People that are living hell, but feeling heaven. All right. Ritualistic colors. This sounds fun. Devotees use different colored robes, candles for specific needs. White, purification and protection. I have that on my altar. Red, love, passion, and relationships. Well, I don't have that yet. Gold, financial success, luck, and gambling. Green, legal matters and justice. Wow. And black, protection against black magic and vengeance. Syncretism. Is that it? Syncretism. Many followers view her as a saint ordained by God, combining Catholic elements with indigenous pre-Hispanic roots, despite official condemnation from the Catholic Church. All right, so the Catholic Church doesn't like the fact that native populations still hold on to their traditions, right? All right. And their identity and their culture. That somehow it's wrong, according to their beliefs. I don't know who wrote that Bible verse and picked it out. I wonder if they can do a bit of the Bible God right here would give someone like Saint Muerte, a Catholic from an indigenous colony that incorporated her into their own traditions, identities, and culture, not based on some weird crusades bullshit where only the concept of one group's idea of God is precludes everybody else's or ideas. Not like a universal mind out there that knows when you're bad or good. You know what I mean? Knows when you're bad or good. But at the same time, you don't even realize it at the same time because you're playing some fucking bullshit role. Living heaven, but feeling like hell, right? Versus living hell, but feeling like heaven. Two differences, right? You look like heaven, but I see hell. You look like hell, but I can see heaven in you. Anyways, common synonym names. La Faquita, the skinny one. La Niña Blanca, the white girl. La Santa, the saint. Senora de la Noches, I like that, lady of the night. La Husuda, bony lady. La Niña, Bonita, the pretty girl. Usage examples. Legal use. A devotee might light a green candle and offer tequila to secure release from jail or win a lawsuit. Well, fight the power, right? Protection. Taxi cab drivers or residents in high crime areas may display her image to prevent gun violence or accidents. I don't know if I have that. I'm poor, but I don't want to create my own little. I just don't have access to that right now. Maybe someday, but not right now. Love and finance. Red candles are using for attracting partners, while gold items are placed on altars to improve economic fortune. Have I with people of a Latino descent many times, and multiple times. So, spiritual work, shamans and practitioners use her in ritual for curing addiction or breaking negative spells. Well, that could regard anything, you know, so addiction, whatever you consider your addiction is. I know while many followers are faithful believers, some extreme practitioners are linked dangerous. Yeah, yeah, ritual. So, anyway, Santa Muerte. Let's dig deeper into her. So, I feel like she needs a voice in America because she's from here. she's so that's one difference. Um, identifies saint, my friend, according to people in America, not the people in wherever, but the people in America. We've known her long enough. She doesn't look like she's a new character in history, but something that's been around for a while that just kind of adapted to what was forced upon everybody else. Do you think? She doesn't look like your typical, I don't know, what? Uh, oh yeah, I just created her yesterday, and everybody's like believing in her, you know, in a fucking wrong basis. A lot that. Longer, longer, maybe longer. I don't know. Ever. Put that. Always been fucking right? From the beginning of time. Even before, fucking before, even before, but this chick achieved sainthood by her own people, modern and around this race. She's been, she's been, and she's came from God. So yeah, put her in that category of God, the Holy Spirit, wisdom, opening up avenues in your fucking like retarded fucking concepts of I'm gonna live forever, right? Whatever. So mad respect, my man. I totally disagree with the Catholic Church. They can shove it up their ass, as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, you've been around long enough for them to not realize that you're older than their fucking Catholic Church. Yeah. And they don't even give you credit, man. So, anyways, that's my opinion. All right. My tangent. Nostra Senora, whole death, ancient, never know. Even religion. We're talking about before the dinosaurs even existed on the place. All right, female D, full Catholic saint, deserves that, in my opinion. Like, if they can bunch of rich goes that can give this man that privilege too, because some Suka gringos carry around, you know, that title for no reason. They don't deserve it, but they just look good on paper, anyways. And folk saint in Mexican folk Catholicism and neo-paganism. All right, we already know what neo-paganism is. Do we have to define terms? So, new religious movement. I don't really believe. Oh, okay, also known as new religion or modern religion. Um, is a religious or spiritual group that has modern origins and is peripheral to its society's dominant religious culture. All right. So yeah. All right. We understand that. Female deity. All right. So we all know that Catholic around the world. Great movie about fucking just terrible people. Terrible people. All right. Coming to America and forcing their population fighting back. So eventually. So anyways. Anyways, we know how that ended anyways. Say that. So great movie, yeah. Uh, Nothing like seeing Robert De Niro tied to a crucifix and being thrown over a waterfall, you know? Go figure. Oh my God, blasphemy, right? Blasphemy. Why is it? I can't remember who it is. It looks like Robert De Niro. What do you guys say? I gotta check. Uh, Robert De Niro, yeah. Robert De Niro getting his ass whooped by a bunch of natives who's tired of his fucking bullshit about, you know, they're not good enough because they're not white. So they tie his ass up on a cross and throw him over the waterfalls and say, "Take that, you little punk, leave us the fuck alone." Mad respect, When you come into someone's territory, you got to be able to know how to navigate it and be respectful enough because you already have all eyes on you. So, they're waiting for you to make a move that just to attack you on, But, anyways, if you want to watch that movie, so. Throw Robert De Niro's fucking useless ass uh, over the waterfalls tied to a cross, you know. God would be so proud. That Santa Muerte may have intervened. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Catholicism. So folk saint. We understand our dead people or other spiritual powerful entities venerated as saints, but not officially canonized. They are saints of the folk or populace. They also call popular saints, like officially recognized saints. Folk saints are considered intercessors with God. Me, all right? Let's keep going. Mexican, oh, we know that. Folk Catholicism can be broadly described as various ethnic expressions and practices of Catholicism intermingling with aspects of folk religion practices have varied from, at times contradict the official doctrine and practice of Catholic Church. All right. So things that the Catholic Church just cannot accept. So we understand that this religion or this saint does not get the credit she deserves, even though she's been around since God, of course, she has to be. And she fits in the what personification of Sophia, right? According to the Gnostic Gospels. Wisdom, right? I don't want to get into the Gnostics I've already talked about. But Sophia, meaning wisdom in Greek, a central concept representing divine wisdom, personified as a feminine divine figure across biblical literature, Gnosticism, and Christian mysticism. All right. So we're putting her in that position. All right. Let's just say it wisdom. What teaches you more about the transcendence of life, or how ephemeral it is, or how fragile it is? Wisdom. Lady Wisdom, depicted in the Old Testament book of Proverbs and Sirach and the Wisdom as a master worker present with God before creation. All right. Well, all right. Hagia Sophia, celebrated a holy or divine wisdom, famously honored in church architecture like the Great Cathedral, often identified by, all right, so attributed Christianological link, often identified by early theologians and scriptures as a attribute of God or connected closely with Christ, the Logos, and the Holy Spirit. So, you know, uh, uh, the Holy Spirit being wisdom, Sophia, right? Okay, the feminine element. So let's go back. Where is she? Muerte. Neo-paganism, faux Catholicism, all right, Hagia Sophia, Gnosticism, Christianity, what have you, all right. Let's try. Hey, let's see. Implications of death. Religion apologies. In more modern stories, the character known Reaper causes the victim's death, coming to collect that person's. Other beliefs have that the specter of death is only a psychopomp. All right, so a psychopomp is like uh, a character, I think, a psychopomp, and a characterized personification, and what we understand and completely on to human. Let's look. A psychopomp. A psychopomp is a character, spirit, or deity is to guide dead souls from earth to life. The word comes from the Greek word psyche, soul, and pompous, conductor or guide. So we have like things like charion, all right, charm, the ferryman in Greek mythology who rose across the river Styx, all right. Anubis, the gigantic god in ancient Egyptian religion, helps guide and wills, okay. Valkyries, uh, female figures in Norse mythology who choose and escort fallen warriors to Valhalla. Hermes, the messenger god who leads souls to the underworld world. We understand who Pomp, right? So, uh, uh, she is associated with healing, protection, and safety afterlife. Um, despite condemnation by the Catholic Church, they don't. They understand the reality that life and death exists. For some reason, Christianity and other religions think that I'm going to live forever. I'm going to be resurrected, right? Okay, got that. Wouldn't want to think we might be reincarnated, somehow the flesh doesn't just deteriorate, right? Like this, like that, like that, yeah. When they're screaming and hollering at me, asking me if I want another shot of fucking dog euthanasia fucking medicine. I don't know. Fuck, whatever. Whatever. Look at the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need amputation at this point, I think. Thanks. Anyways, let's keep going on. Suka gringos. Despite condemnation by the Catholic Church and evangelical Protestant domination, her following has become increasingly prominent since the turn of the 21st century. Santa Muerte also almost always appears as a female skeletal figure clad in long robe and holding one or more objects, using a scythe and a globe. God, who doesn't know what that character is, right? From the times of the plague, right? Do we have to explain that? Her robe can be that of any color or pattern, as more specific images of the figure vary widely from devotee to devotee and according to the ritual being performed or the petition being made. Okay. Well, I just need her help. Whatever she can offer at this point. I'm not going to ask specifics. Whatever she thinks is best for me. I'll just, she's probably better at knowing what's best for me. I'm pretty sure she does. I'm sure she has the best idea. I'm not going to fight her against that. I'll let her decide. I'll let her decide what she wants. How she wants to proceed. Apparently, she's exceptional and just, what can I say, ma'am? You all that and a bag of chips in my book. Mad respect. Just choose what you think is best for me. I'm willing to accept whatever you think is best at this point. But I'm still scared. I'm still scared. I'm still scared. Anyways, her present day following and first report in Mexico by American anthropologists. All right, you can go into deep dive about her, but I think let's look at other things. I don't want to get too deep into her because this could go on, and if you're more interested in her, I think I have an idea of, you know, Santa Muerte is a personification of death. Unlike other Latin American folk saints, Santa Muerte is not herself seen as a dead human being. She's associated with healing, protection, financial well being, assurance of a path to the afterlife. Although there are other death saints in Latin America, such as San La Muerte or Santa Muerte, uh, is the only female saint or of death in the Americas. Iconographically, Santa Muerte is a skeleton dressed in female clothes or a shroud, and carrying both a scythe and a globe. Santa Muerte is distinguished not by her skeletal form, but rather by her attire, hair, and latter was introduced by the believer. Okay. All right, so we understand. We probably have other images, like, I don't know. Let's look at Ingmar Bergman's Seven Seal. The Seven Seal? Or, yeah, the Seven Seal. All right, so this is like, uh, this is supposed to be death. All right, so apparently death in Sweden is a man. That looks like that. Apparently death in Mexico to some devotees look like that. All right, so I can't say Wikipedia all day for you, but I know that somewhere in Mexico City started it in Mexico City after a believer named Enrique found famous in 2000. So, yeah, I'm sure she's been around forever. I'm sure we're familiar with her in one way or another. I'm sure we all know who she is, and I mean, go figure. As if we didn't know who she really was in the beginning, right? Oh, God. What an, like, updo, man. Like, totally going goth. Like, Witch House. Mad respect. You know? Like, total Witch House. I'm going from, like, to, like, this is how I like to dress these days. But yeah, um, what was I gonna say? Something. Um, Santa Muerte. I'll remember what I was first. Um, but yeah, you believe in her. Uh, what do you think? For real, do you have to ask me that? Are you that? If have I made it clear? That's where I finally became familiar with them. Here's coffee. Straight out. And here's water. Straight out of the tap. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I can't control this. I can't. I can't. I can't. It happens too much. All right. Maybe.